In today's video, we're going to take a look at a huge story surrounding AEW and their important announcement and what it is expected to be. Also, ESPN Not Too Thrilled with WWE WrestlePalooza. And yes, we are going to talk about some massive scrapped plans for WrestlePalooza. This will surely get everybody upset. Let's talk about it. If you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell. This way you never miss a video on the channel. I want to kick things off with scrapped plans, and more specifically, something that WWE decided to turn down. This is very disappointing to me. I think a lot of people would have really enjoyed this, and unfortunately, WWE opted not to do this, which I think also leads to a very underwhelming result. According to bodyslam.net, both Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre pitched a whole entire different scenario for the main event match, which actually included Randy Orton accidentally costing Cody Rhodes the WWE Championship, which would have led to Drew McIntyre becoming champion, and then a feud that would ultimately lead to Cody Rhodes trying to chase his title back and a heel turn for Randy Orton. Instead, WWE decided to go forward without any shenanigans. WWE decided to go forward with a clean finish, and this match was relatively shorter than people would have expected. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm disappointed in the WWE here. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think WWE messed up here. You know, the thing is, it was a fine match. It was fine. But you kept promising surprises and the spectacle and this big thing. That wasn't what we got. Now, I am one that never get upset about shenanigans in a match. You can have the shenanigans. So a lot of other people may have not actually liked this, but the truth is, I like the shenanigans. And this would have been a great way to end WrestlePalooza. It would have been a great thing for Cody Rhodes. It would have been a great thing for Drew McIntyre. And it would have sure as hell been a great thing for Randy Orton. So why WWE opted not to do this, I don't know. But you know what's even crazier? That's not even the only scrapped plan. Because WWE also had John Cena plan to beat Brock Lesnar, and that was also changed as well. So I don't know what to really make of it. I don't know really what to feel regarding this. But deep down inside, I genuinely feel as if maybe WWE kind of screwed up here. And I have no problem saying that. I have no problem saying that WWE may have screwed up here. They could have had other options they could have went with, and they chose not to. Speaking of WrestlePalooza, WrestlePalooza was not really given a great review by ESPN. And a lot of people were curious as to how ESPN would cover or review WWE pay-per-views moving forward. Now, maybe you guys are unaware, but ESPN has, there's this thing about ESPN. They've been doing reviews for a while. And so they came out with their review, and their review was a C rating. So ESPN's website has a writer, Andreas Hale, and he says, the excellent Vakir and Io Sky match saved the show from being truly average. It was a phenomenal display inside the squared circle. He gave the entire event a C. He labeled Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre forgettable. He says everything else was either underwhelming or set up for a future match. For a card that promised to have epic moments, it fell a little short of expectations. So for those who were curious as to whether or not ESPN would be impartial or not, there is your answer. That's your answer. Now, they've been doing reviews for over a year on WWE PLEs, but I think everybody kind of expected, because they're now in a partnership with WWE, that you will see difference in how it's being reviewed. Now, I personally enjoyed WrestlePalooza, and I did a live reaction to it, but I was very clear, while I enjoyed it, it doesn't mean it was a spectacle. So maybe I'm treading onto the line of, okay, maybe I'm being a little negative here. Maybe this is a situation in which I'm sitting here talking about a wrestling show and I'm telling you guys for the first time in my life, well, not the first time in my life, but the first time in a couple years where I was a little just disappointed by WWE. Because it was a good show. It was a good show. But at the same time, too, it was underwhelming. Because Triple H lied to us and told us there would be surprises. We didn't get them. And if that makes you mad, be more mad at Triple H. Be more mad at ESPN. And be a little bit more vocal about WWE overhyping and under-delivering. A very good pay-per-view indeed, yes. But it did lack what they promised. And that's my issue. So if ESPN gives them a C, then it doesn't really matter what I think because ESPN is their partner. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Khan has a huge announcement for Wednesday Night Dynamite. And what's really important about this is that Tony Khan and AEW are claiming that it's an important announcement. Starting to feel like 2021 AEW all over again. Now, I have long been critical of Tony Khan and Triple H promising important news, important announcements, important surprises, and then falling flat. I have criticized this long enough. So Tony Khan, the spotlight is on you, but please make sure you deliver something great. On the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the speculation is that Tony Khan will in fact be revealing the Women's Tag Team Championship belts and a tournament to crown the first ever winners. If you're a follower of this channel, then you know that we have spoken about this for a long time. Titles have been designed for a long time. Tony Khan has not necessarily been quiet about it. I think the Women's Tag Team Championship belts is a good idea in AEW. I think we need to see Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter there. Hopefully they announce that signing as well. Hopefully they announce that they're in the tournament. The Triangle of Madness, hopefully they're in the tournament. I'm excited to see what this is. But if I'm going to be extremely honest with you guys here on the channel, wrestling feels very interesting today. When you stay away from social media, when you watch it and just you don't overanalyze, you tend to enjoy it. But right now, it just seems as if there's nothing really major happening in professional wrestling. And that's across the board. So I'm hoping whatever happens here gets me excited. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ango Show.